BT Entertainment Weekly is brought to you by Lime.
Hi, and welcome to another edition of BT Entertainment Weekly. I'm Camila. So glad you could join us for another week. If you had an easy week or a long and tiresome one, you made it. Give thanks for that. This week we have some exciting news for you, so let's get right to it. This was a historic week in entertainment in Barbados. Anyone who loves culture would have been over the moon when Minister of Culture Stephen Lashley announced that the Cultural Industries Act had been implemented. Minister Lashley reported that as of February 1st, the Act was now fully functional.
Those of you who have been keeping in touch with the developments in the cultural industries sector, today is actually the effective date upon which the Cultural Industries Development Act comes into effect. And as you know, this is legislation that has been in the embryonic stages for many years in Barbados. It is the first comprehensive bit of legislation that touches and concerns the cultural industries in the entire Caribbean. And I can tell you that the CARICOM Secretariat has indicated a strong desire to use this legislation as a template to roll out across the Caribbean.
Lashley made this announcement at the inaugural Caribbean Music Summit, held this week at the Hilton Hotel. The summit is the brainchild of Mark Fraser, and artists benefited from speeches and workshops from some top international music professionals, including CEO of World Music Entertainment Matthew Knowles, Shea Pope, president of Good Music, filmmaker Elwin Ross, and many others. Minister Lashley said the summit was a great opportunity for the local artists.
Nothing could, in my mind, surpass this particular opportunity to engage with a number of movers and shakers in the music industry than to have a Caribbean Music Summit right here in Barbados. From the outset, I would like to therefore thank the vision of Mr. Mark Fraser and Ms. Farouche Mosunan and their partners. This should get because it is through their vision that we've been able to move forward to have this event here in Barbados and to create a wider opportunity for our own musicians and those in the wider music industry. Together, of course, with those from the region and beyond, to come to Barbados to participate in a world-class music conference, which is titled the Caribbean Music Summit. I believe that by hosting this event, the organizers, along with the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Youth, the Ministry of Tourism, and other partners, are indeed creating history in the region.
Matthew Knowles, the father and former manager of international superstar Beyonce, gave many inspiring speeches and offered some tough love and good advice to those with hopes of breaking into the industry.
I've never learned from success. I've always learned from when I failed. For every success story, there's a lot of failures. It's all mostly, I can just, at Columbia Records when I was there, when we started, Alicia Keys got dropped. Can you imagine Alicia Keys got dropped? 50 Cent got dropped. That's how much failure this is, folks. That's why you gotta really be good at it. Like, you don't compete against that, they didn't make it. I'm not trying to take your dream away. I'm just trying to give you reality that if this is going to be your dream, you've got to do a lot more than you're doing today.
Earlier we mentioned filmmaker Elwin Ross. Now we're going to tell you about this down-to-earth gentleman. He played his new film Kunta Kinte Island for the first time in the Caribbean. He told us a little bit about the film.
Kunta Kinte Island is about the renaming of James Island in Gambia, West Africa, where Kunta Kinte was abducted from some 250 years ago. That island was recently renamed Kunta Kinte Island to pay homage to Kunta Kinte and all that he went through and his family's lineage.
Alvin is also the composer for Tyler Perry's productions for the past 20 years. He told us all about how he got started with the famous Tyler Perry.
You know, I always had a desire to be a composer for stage plays. However, I was playing music in the church. And then Tyler Perry and I knew each other from another state. And he saw me one day at church in Atlanta, Georgia, and asked me, you know, hey, would you like to come be a musician in one of, you know, for my play? And at that time, he had no success, was broke. So was I, you know. And when he asked me to do that, a week later, we produced a musical called I Know I've Been Changed. And you know, that was my entry into stage plays.
He said the secret to his success is strong faith in God. He even offers some advice to those looking to break into the industry.
Make sure that you're very focused, take advantage of every opportunity, but more importantly, get exposed to the things that you're endeavoring to do so that you can learn. You know, you become a product of your environment once you're around it. You know, sometimes that will mean you will have to travel. Sometimes that means you will have to sacrifice. But you know, under this, with God, I think all things are possible. So you can reach all your goals in film if you trust in God. Put your faith in God.
Now for upcoming events. The highly anticipated Holders season is quickly approaching. Yesterday we caught up with public relations consultant Adisa Andwele, and he told us all about the upcoming show and what to expect.
This is the 22nd year for the Holders season, and as usual, it promises a very exciting, sensational potpourri of the performing arts, right? You know, from music and the music. When we say music, we're talking about jazz, classical music, folk. We have Cajun music this year as well, and then we go into theatre, comedy. You know, so it's a cabaret. You know, it is the Holders season is a very broad and exciting cultural festival, and that is why people think that it makes such an invaluable contribution to the cultural landscape.
Trini Carnival is in full swing now, and many Bajans are heading down for the big parties leading up to the grand finale. BT Entertainment took in a few of the parties. The Prime All-Inclusive Party was one of the biggest so far, and the director said it was always a well-attended event.
Well, again, the success of an event is based on teamwork, so it's a large team that helps and pulls their weight to make everything successful. So it's really a team effort, and kudos to everyone for a successful event.
Yeah, we actually we have, I think it's in the vicinity of about 60 bar staff. Along with all the sponsors, we have all our shots bars and all the champagne and the wine and all the added stuff. So yeah, I mean, I think in the vicinity of 120 staff we have here tonight.
Looks like they're having a grand time over there in Trinidad. If you're fortunate enough to fly out for the biggest festival in the world, do so and be safe. That's it from us here at BT Entertainment Weekly for another week. We hope you enjoyed spending time with us as much as we enjoy spending it with you. This weekend, take some time to relax and enjoy the simple things in life. Spend time with loved ones and appreciate them while they're still around. Link us up on www.barbadostoday.bb or like us on Facebook for more. Email us at entertainment@barbadostoday.bb. And remember, if you have a family that loves you and a few good friends and also a roof over your head, well, you're richer than you think. See you next week.